Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. It is not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset. Please do your own research and due diligence when choosing what to invest in. Now, on to the analysis.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dad's Market Stats. On today's video, we're going to be discussing a company that recently had its earnings report, and it is even the second most valuable company in the world. Now, if you haven't figured it out what company we're talking about yet, let me just show you. This is Apple. So many of us are familiar with Apple. So we're going to be discussing some of the news that has been surrounding Apple for the last years. And then we'll discuss if this is a good stock to wheel or if we should just use a different strategy with Apple. So here to report on the news is senior reporter for Dad's Market Stats, the lovely, the beautiful, the multi-talented Mrs. Dad's Market Stats.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that introduction. Now, how's everyone doing? Now, according to Dad's Market Stats, we are going over some of the bad news that's been surrounding Apple this past couple of years, and you could even say decades. Now, first on our list is Apple versus AliveCore. Now, AliveCore is originally a pioneer in portable ECGs. And it originally thought that they were going to have a collaboration between their company and Apple into making a heart monitoring technology for the Apple Watch. And they have the assertion that Apple copied its ideas and tried to corner the market for heart rate analysis. Now, we can say that it is you know, profitable private company and can claim that Apple copied their ideas, but let's just be honest, Apple made it better in the sense that Apple had financial backing and the technology to advance wearable ECGs, and we could see that today with the Fitbit. I know Garmin has their own smartwatch, same thing with Samsung, and obviously the Apple Watch series. Now, AliveCore asserts that Apple infringed on their patents in portable wearable ECGs through the introduction of the Apple Watch Series 4 through Series 8. Now, both parties feel that in the end they will win, even though there's still ongoing litigation between the two, since the ITC favored in with AliveCore, while the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office cited in favor in the Apple. So we'll see in the next couple of months or maybe years who will actually win this case.
All right. And now, is this the only legal battle that Apple has been facing?
No, there's actually a couple more litigation that they have been facing. Number one is there is a patent infringement case that it's been pushing Apple to stop selling its two most recent Apple Watch model, which is the Series 9 and the Ultra 2. Now, this ban came and went in December of 2023, but the court lifted its stay, so the new watches are once again banned from the US if they have any disputed blood oxygen technology. So the first lawsuit that we talked about with AliveCore is about the ECG monitors. And now the second lawsuit that we've gone over is about blood oxygen technology. So you can also look at that in TheVerge.com. Another lawsuit that they've been facing that is more, in a sense, bigger is with the Department of Justice. Now, this is from the justice.gov, the Office of Public Affairs. It has said that the Justice Department, with 16 other states and district attorney generals, filed a civil antitrust lawsuit against Apple for monopolization or attempting monopolization of smartphone markets in violation of Section 2 of the Sherman Act, basically saying Apple's broad-based exclusionary conduct makes it harder for American consumers to switch smartphones, undermines innovation for apps, products, and services, and imposing extraordinary costs on developers, businesses, and consumers.
All right, so let's move on to some of their projects that Apple has done. We know that Apple has come out with many good products and services throughout the years. Let's talk about some of their recent projects.
Now, one of the recent products that they came out with, everybody obviously knows about iPhones, Apple Watches, iPods, iMacs, obviously computers. Um, so the recent one that we're going to talk about is Vision Pro, Apple's very own headset. Now, originally it was estimated to sell 3 million in the first year, but unfortunately only ended up selling an estimated amount of 200,000. And even with those estimates, it's really unsure how many units were returned in the US. What's even worrisome is that even in the international market, sales there were only estimated to be around 400,000 by the end of 2024. Now, people have returned Vision Pro within 14 days or less. And those that decide to keep it say that they haven't really worn it since then, since they bought it and played with it initially. Now, a lot of reports have been said that this product has been doomed to begin with because number one, the price was a lot. Now, if y'all can spend $3,499 on this headset, good for you. Please donate to us. And not only that, it's also been reported that Tim Cook has been mismanaging the project to begin with. Now, we can see that Vision Pro are one of the many tech failures that Apple and other tech companies thought that the masses will just adapt into. But alas, even with Apple's tech, it was inevitable to flop due to many consumer complaints and the consumer's unwillingness to comply to Apple shareholders' greediness in this aspect.
Right. Yes, that's right. They thought we would just comply, just like the headset when they removed the headset, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so is this the only project that has flopped?
Now, this last project that we will talk about in this video has been a long-standing one. It's been actually in the making for I think the past 9 years. And if y'all have been watching Apple since then, or even longer than that, then everybody should know about the Project Titan. Now, it's been known since 2015. Rumors has been spreading that Apple has been trying to get into the EV market or electric vehicle market. Apple Cars, I call it, or what they call it, Project Titan, has been trying to launch, but unfortunately, there have been a lot of key people jumping ship, former employees being arrested due to them trying to sell trade secrets, and accidents during their test runs. The biggest blow that has happened in this project is key executives basically leaving Apple and going to other rival yet reputable car companies. I think their hardware executive, DJ Navalny, if I said that wrong, I'm so sorry, went from Apple to Rivian to work for Rivian. Now, you can find more detailed information about the timeline of Project Titan through TheVerge.com and Bloomberg.com. And unfortunately, after spending billions investing into this project, Apple quietly tries to bury Project Titan and pretend it never existed. But fortunately for us consumers, Bloomberg reported in February 2024 that Project Titan was not meant to be. So y'all can check that article out for more information and detail about that.
All right. Thank you for your excellent reporting, Mrs. Dad's Market Stats. So as we can see, with all of this bad news surrounding Apple stock, we would think that this stock would have taken a couple of beatings already, right? But as we can see, it has gone up and down in the last year. But during this last earning report, it actually did bounce back. As we can see here, it has bounced back from 160, the 160s, 165, all the way up to now in the 180s. So why did this stock bounce back? What happened during the earnings report? On the next video, part 2, we're going to discuss exactly what happened during the earnings report that caused the stock to bounce back, and if it is a safe stock for us to wheel or use a different strategy for it, or what are some of the risks that could happen if we decided to wheel this stock. So that's what we'll discuss on the next video. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say
This has been another video from Dad's Market Stats. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video. If you know someone that can benefit from these videos, make sure to share it with them as well. Until next time, and remember, let's grow together.